Alrighty. I know what y'all thinking. Good grief, Jan. It's 4:30 in the morning. Well, it don't mean nothing to me. I got work to do. So went back and rewatched the show, and there's a couple questions that didn't get answered that I want to make sure they get answered. Okay? Alright, so here we go. Alright. So Russ asked the question, because the Anunnaki came into our polarized world, did around half of them lean toward negative and the other half nurtured toward the positive because of Earth duality? Well, alright then. Well, let's ask. That's what we're going to do. I ain't going to leave you behind. I didn't forget about you. Now, they didn't leave you behind either. We just, sometimes we catch them and sometimes we don't. But I saw them and I've been out of touch with you and I feel bad and I want to make sure I get you. All right. So just Russ wants to know if the Anunnaki, half good, half bad. That's what he's asking. Half good, half bad. What did they do? Was it all bad? Was it half good, half bad? That's all we're asking. All right? Here we go. And then I only have one more question after this. And then I will follow my brothers and sisters in prayer. Okay? All right, Russ, here we go. Half good, half bad. You are correct, darling. You are correct. Yes, they were. They were divided up and down the line. I do believe that many left, many were left behind, but it was still a combination of both. So here we go. So you want to know the combination. Half good, half bad. Tower. Total chaos. Their whole world was just destruction at that point. They were trying to figure out what was going on, and it just brought chaos. So yes, Knight of Cups. So many of them set boundaries. So that's the positive. They looked at the bad guys and went. Now we know that there's a story behind the Inky and Enlil, and one brother is going against the other, so they pick sides. It's kind of like Lucifer in the heavens. They pick sides. So some tread lightly, and they just worked on the positive side. And then they were, believe it or not, there was a third party. It was a third party. It means that they had a fear of the unknown, and they didn't know which way to go. There was just the fear of the unknown. Oh crap, what do I do? Right? Actually, the majority relied on their faith. That's the Hierophant card. They actually had the goodness in their heart. They allowed emotions, and they knew better to lean more towards the positive side. Yes, they did. And the Ace of Pentacles means the majority of the Anunnaki actually chose the good side. It was only a small percentage of the bad Anunnaki that took over with the Dracos and that kind of stuff, right? Temperance. It took a lot of time, patience, and it took a lot of spiritual balance. But it also means that they had to bring their knowledge down to Gaia. That's going from spiritual to Gaia, and it took a lot of time. It took a lot of time and balance. Most of them balanced themselves out. Ace of Swords. You have two aces. This one is coming in going, I know the truth. The Anunnaki, as much as we've been told, I don't believe that they were as bad as the Sumerians actually made them out to be. Sumerians have their own text. Sumerians is a different species. It is a different text. Anunnaki had theirs, Sumerian had theirs. They were always at battle. Maybe that's another topic we need to look at. Were all the Sumerians good? But to answer Russ's question, I believe that according to what tarot is telling us, the majority lean more towards the good side. That they didn't want to destruct Gaia and what she had in mankind or humankind, and they had good intentions. That may shock you, but that's what Spirit says. I'm just going based on what Spirit says, okay? Whether that's true or not, but that's what Spirit says. Their heart and soul was with humankind. They had no desire to destroy it. But it did bring great chaos with them. Wow. I just looked at the base card and it was the 5 of Swords. That means it was strategically done. They had to think long and hard about how they were going to do things. Whether who won or who didn't win, it was very strategically done. But Spirit says that the majority of them actually lean more towards the positive and the divine light. How about that, Russ? All right? All right, honey. That was your question. And let's go to Caroline had one. Let's pop this up here. What do we got? Caroline asks, I heard a weird noise, then got a sick feeling in my stomach, and then heard helicopters, and they kept circling. Was this a bad ship they were after? Okay. Now, I don't know if the collective, after my signal dropped out, whether they answered this or not, but these are the ones that I went back and found. So I'm just going to answer them. Whether they answered them or not, it's okay. I always agree to pull tarot. They do yes or no's, and they're beautiful for it. I am not canceling their answers out. I told you, even no matter what they say, maybe tarot has a little bit more to say. So Caroline wants to know if they were after a bad ship. She heard weird noises, then she heard helicopters. She wants to know if they were after bad ships. So that's what we're asking. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right, Miss Caroline, here you go, honey. They said stop. I will stop. 7. Okay. Okay. So this card represents you. That's the 10 of Cups. You're happy. You're content. Chilling out. You're fine. All right. That just represents you. And then all of a sudden, this bad crap happens. That's the Devil card. You know, and you're tempted to listen and all that good, not good stuff. But but you are tempted by human nature. What am I listening to? What's going on? But it was of the negative. That's the Devil card. Now, and then you want to know if they're chasing good or bad ships. Honey, the ships at this point are second nature. The Star card represents all of them are off-worlders. Now we're trying to figure it out. 3 of Wands, you're still trying to figure it out. What's good, what's coming in and out. You're just looking on the horizon going, holy crap, what is happening? Well, what was outside your door? the good guys. That's the Six of Wands. That represents victory and of the positive, the ones that will win the war. That means the Galactic Federation. So you were totally protected. That's exactly what they were doing, chasing off bad guys. All right? Three of Cups. It took a collective energy. That means the good guys. This is our card as well. It took the collective energy of all the good guys coming together to get that done. And they did chase off the bad guys. The final card is the Two of Wands. What they did is allow them to make a choice. Which side do you want to be on? Humanity or your side? And they had a choice to make. They had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. They're just kind of testing the boundaries at that point. There is no in or out anymore. It's pretty much cleared up. And they were given a final choice. Who are you going to stand for? What you talking about, Willis? Yeah. Who are you going to stand for? The good guys or the bad guys? So that's what they did. They gave him an ultimatum. You are correct, Caroline. They were outside your house, and it was of the Galactic Federation. And they fought for you, and you are totally fine. They ain't messing around, girlfriend, I'm telling you. Base card on that. Two of Swords, fear of the unknown. Do not fear this. Do not fear this. Have a firm foundation. Know exactly which side you're going to choose if you have to. I know what you're going to say. I choose the good side. I choose the divine side. Bottom line. Alright. Alright, so we got through Russ's question. We got through Caroline's question. And I think, is that it? I think it was just 2 questions. Was it just 2 questions? Let me go back up here and look. Let me look. I ain't gonna forget you. Alright. Yep, that's it. That's it. I only had 2 on that one. But I would... Now, that's the only chat room that I have up live right now. I haven't been able to access Dennis's yet. So, I did want to say DHP wanted to know with Yeshua's blood, was it a sacrifice to Gaia? Now, we kind of already covered this, and his original question, if God Creator doesn't need blood rituals or sacrifices, what was the purpose of spilling Yeshua's blood? Was the blood needed not for God, but to cleanse the planet? So basically he wanted to emphasize, was it sacrifice for Gaia, Mother Earth, okay? So we're going to ask real quick. I'm pretty sure we already covered it. Let's just ask. Did Gaia need that sacrifice? Not only that, but did the Creator say, okay, you can sacrifice it for Gaia? Let's just ask. I have never gotten the... Well, we got cards flying out. You ready? Well, I always like being proven wrong. All right. Well, these cards gonna come back in here. All right, so Gaia is going to need that energy. It was sacrificed for her. If it was sacrificed, it was done for her. So, if you look at it as a blood sacrifice from Yeshua, it was given to Gaia, but only Gaia. Only Gaia. They keep saying that. Only Gaia, they just like hounding that my ear. Only Gaia, okay? Ace of Cups, to emotionally fulfill. That means fulfill, and my cuppeth runneth over because I am going to dump all this energy in here. Well, that's interesting. And the next one, this I find fascinating. The Emperor card. They need a leader to lead them out of where they're at. That one's a little tricky. Just for the simple fact of, if you need a leader to lead Mother Gaia, well, that's not these damn fools that are doing it now. Who's that one? Who is that one? I'm not a perfect tarot reader, but I will tell you this. Spirit saying, how about don't fear the unknown? Don't worry about it. There's going to be a leader. Who the hell is it? No, it is not the Antichrist, because I know many of you are going to go there and go, oh, we're supposed to listen to the Antichrist. No, you're not. There is a leader. I'm still looking. 3 of Wands, that's in your future, looking into the horizon. There will be a great leader that will tell you. I don't believe that it's the Antichrist. I actually believe it's Christ himself. Now, that's my personal opinion, but let's look what Spirit says. And you're going to tell me, well, Jen, you're wrong. Well, maybe I am. I get the Devil card. Maybe it is the Antichrist. Maybe Gaia needed that spirit to control when the Antichrist came. I kept looking into the future and going, no, surely not. We need the Emperor. But the Devil card comes in here. This is about temptation. This is about you'll be tempted to do stuff. Maybe it is. Interesting way of looking at it. I'd rather not be here. You understand what I'm saying? If it is the Antichrist, do not listen to that. 3 of Cups. Come together as a collective. The collective, because I don't get that it's bad. I think we're going to be able to bypass this bastard. You are a collective. You have good energy. Emotional. This is Cups. Alright? Final one is the 10 of Cups. Everything will be fulfilled for you. I don't believe that we're going to be here. I just don't. Even if we are briefly to deal with that bastard, I think we're going to get out of it. No, I am not a holy rapture and I am excused. I don't believe that I am. I don't hold on to that promise, as many as my brothers and sisters, as teachers. I don't believe that I'm going to be out of here. I believe that I'll probably be held back to teach. Now, if I'm not, great. If I am, great. Whatever. This is how tarot proves me wrong. When I'm looking at the cards and I'm like, shit, I was holding on to a factor or a little slim of hope, and then I pulled the next card because I don't look ahead. I just base it on spirit. And they said, guess what? Maybe it is the Antichrist. Wow. Sacrifice to Gaia. For what? So she could build up enough energy to be able to sustain those who are going to be left behind. Well, God loved Gaia. All right. I don't write the rules. If Gaia's got enough of that energy, well, God love you, Mama. Because I'm going to drain off of it. And if there is an Antichrist and it's going to come and drain us back, I know exactly where to go to get it. And so should you. You're fine. We're fine. No fear-mongering here. We do not do doom and gloom. I believe we're going to be just fine. Even us teachers. It's going to be all right. Now, with that being said, I do believe that was the final parts of the questions that I wasn't there to see. So I do want to take another opportunity to thank my brothers and my sister, Dennis, Rocco, Nadia. You're amazing, amazing souls, and how you'll just twist the world upside down to make sure that everything's taken care of, and I appreciate it. And I also appreciate the fact that I did get to catch the end of the show. And thank you, Nadia, for that beautiful prayer. Coconuts and all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Mr. Python. Coconuts and all. It was good. It's great. It's good. All right. She did a beautiful prayer. I can't ask anything greater. But I can add on to it. I can add on to it. And I will do that. And I will do that now. So if you will join me, I'm going, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning and I am very tired. And I'm sure you are too. And by the time you see this, you're probably going to go, what are you talking about? It's noon. Yeah, by the time you see it, it will be. But for me, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm really, really tired. But I am determined to do this because I love you that much. So if you'll join me in a quick prayer, I'm going to add on top of what Nadia said. This is not a showmanship. This is just adding gratitude. The most gratitude I can have for my fellow brothers and sisters. And prayers for anybody that's out there that needs them. I'm not trying to show her up. Let's just blend it together and understand that's how we come together. I didn't even get to see it because I haven't had internet. So I'm just tickled to death that she did it. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Rocco, for even the suggestion of she was going to end it with coconuts. All right. Jen's getting out of hand. All right. So, with that being said, let's do our prayer. And then I'll let you go. All right. Divine Heavenly Creator, our Father, our Divine Heavenly Mother of all of creation, that you wrap your arms around Gaia and everything that she engulfs, everything that she has, all of our flora, all of our fauna, all of our footprints that walk upon her. I ask all of our ascended masters, our healers, our guardian angels, any of our guides that come in, our higher selves that are constantly fighting with us and trying to get us to understand of where we're at in this dimension and transferring from dimension to dimension. We ask your mercy and grace. We humble ourselves before you. Please guide us to do the work that we need to do to get through this world that's been created for us, to let us know what measures need to be taken, that every measure that we take is done out of love and mercy and grace. I ask that you protect everyone coming in here today, everyone asking for prayers, and all of those prayers should include their health, any healing that they need, whatever prosperity that they are asking for right now, whatever abundance they need right now in their hands, that it is theirs. We claim it. It is yours. It is ours. We claim it. We pray a protection, a hedge of protection over all the innocent children to this day that are going through all the trauma and turmoil and questioning of what they're going through and where they belong. Please let them know that they are eternally loved by your mercy and grace, but ours as well. I ask you to have mercy and grace upon our military men and women that are fighting for these innocents, that you have mercy and grace and give them healing, not only of the mind, body, spirit, and soul, that you correct anything that they've ever seen that is unspeakable, that it is cleansed and it is done. We declare only the abundance of the divine light around them right now. And finally, Heavenly Creator, I ask you to bless my beloved family that I share every day, that we share amongst each other and we talk to each other every day. I ask you to bless them, no matter what their need, their want, their desire is, that you grant it, because we are worthy, we are beautiful, and we are full of love. Have mercy and grace upon us, and that we may step forward into the next hour, into the next day, into whatever density you want us to do. We ask these things in your holy grace, and we declare, so it is, and so let it be. And amen, and amen. All right, then. I think that says it all. Until next time. It was beautiful. But I still had a couple questions to answer, and I'm going to answer them. I promise you guys I will answer them. And if I forgot them, I still haven't done Dennis's show. So if I catch up on Dennis's show and I get to see the live chat and you had a question and it's beyond what Dennis can answer, or Rocco or Nadia with a yes or no, I will take note of that. If I do not catch them, send them to me. I'm more than happy to answer. More than happy. In the meantime, here's another love and light and a little because you never know. Anyway, blessings, blessings. Love you. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. We're all good. We're good. We're good. Love and light. Love and light. All's good. All's positive. Love you.